This is week 2 of this thing I'm doing. Okay, so it's been a busy week and I'm traveling and working, and so video isn't the best. Content isn't the best, but gosh darn it, I'm uploading something tonight. Muse, Maya, Godot, let's go. This was genuinely a super productive week for MuseScore. Last week I got a few good melodies down, and this week I was mainly just adding to it. I'm talking synthesizers, I'm talking crystal synthesizers. Basically, I was just picking the instruments and tunes that just most matched the vibe I was going for. And I gotta say, I got the vibe pretty down. Lots of good work on Monday. I'm really proud of what I was able to do with the score on this one. I also tried to learn what a good percussion would look like. Just a good upbeat, kind of like fight music is what I was going for. It was alright. Still need time to work on it for sure, but it's better than nothing. The Goku build. I'm just putting muscles on the model. I needed to combine the meshes of the chest and the upper chest area, so when I apply textures to both of them later, it would be a smoother transition overall rather than just having a mesh for the top and a mesh for the bottom. I also worked on the boots for a bit, just getting them more feet-like and a bit more shape to them, so that was good. I then added back muscles and ironed out the face fit more. That's all for Tuesday though. Okay, so I mentioned this briefly in the last video, but this is what I'm calling an Icatroid. I had previous pixel art, but that didn't match the 3/4 perspective that Phillipon has going on right now, so I needed one that was at least a little bit closer to that. I think it turned out well. Now, why the weird name? Long story short, it's a reference to these guys in Kid Icarus Uprising, who are reference themselves to Metroids.
You know, Kameidos look an awful lot like little Metroids.
Also, side note, I did not want these things to have eyebrows. I have seen how eyebrows can affect how I like something, and I don't like it. I don't want eyebrows on them. I don't want bushy eyebrows on them. I had to rework it a bunch to avoid just big ol' eyebrows on those things. I also did these guys I call like Raichis. I'm not actually sure how I'm supposed to say it. I like how it's spelled though, Raichi. Who are basically just like robots meant to, I guess, watch or maybe like probe those flying Ica-droids. I don't know, it's cool stuff.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit down because today
I watched Papa Meat during this. It was fun. The biggest thing this day was getting the mixing right. Mixing is tough because I had no idea what instrument should be important in a song compared to other instruments. It's a big picture thing, and I didn't have a big picture yet, if that makes sense. Still, I think it turned out alright. This was a big day. I needed arm muscles and chest muscles to actually be attached to the arms and chest. This was actually a bit of a process. If they're attached weird or just not at all, it's obvious when you go to render it and put the textures on. As I mentioned, it's kind of just like shoving two things together and hoping no one notices. This is a tedious process to actually attach the meshes together. If I could do it over, I'd make the sphere meshes use less shapes so that there's less things to connect. Since Maya can simplify the shapes for me later, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense why I was doing the spheres the way I did it with all the sides and all the edges. I just kind of got lazy, if I'm being honest. But it took forever, so was I really lazy? I don't know. Still, good practice. Last day, I was throwing up on the shuttle when I made this. I was making a fox for an hour. It was fun.